The women who were master seductress, not only were they confident, not only were they feminine, but they had a way of capturing a man's mind. And when I say capturing his mind, they left him wanting more. They left him hungry for more. She knew how to weave herself in his mind where he couldn't get her out of his mind. It wasn't through her vajayjay, y'all. The music, the videos, the movies, they've been lying to y'all. They've been making you think, well, if I don't give it to him, then he's going to get it from somewhere, so I might as well. Or, oh, I'm in control of my body, so I'm just going to, I'll do it with whoever. But no, ma'am. Nope. No. A masculine society convinced you that you would be in your feminine power and, if you just did free love. So now, they don't have to marry you anymore. They don't have to be committed to you. They don't have to even feed you. Hell, they don't even have to buy you a French fry. They can just get it. They can get all your hallelujah sunshine for free. But the powerful seductress knew, even if she didn't understand the science, the science that I teach you guys, like the 6 phases of a relationship, even if she didn't know that first a man is in the attraction phase, it's his testosterone that's driving him. So even if these seductors didn't recognize the 6 phases of a relationship, even if they didn't know that first in the attraction phase, it's his testosterone driving him, then in the courting phase, when he's falling for her, his testosterone and serotonin drops, which makes him start to obsess and think about her. And then in the 3rd phase, he enters the pull away phase because his testosterone is rebounding. And then he enters into the 4th phase, which is the commitment phase, because he had a chance to miss her. And he realizes that he needs her. She's meeting certain significant needs. And then engagement and then marriage. Even if these women didn't really know it, they knew that in order to really capture a man's heart, she had to first capture his mind, then his heart, before she even let him smell it. Hey, gorgeous. How long is each phase? It depends. It depends. I'm not one of those people that's like, okay, the rules, 3 months. Even though, on average, biochemically, it usually takes about 3 months before he enters into the pull-away phase. It usually takes about 2 or 3 months to really start to get to know somebody if you want to move forward with them in a significant committed relationship. It usually takes about that long. But these seductress, they were good. They weren't rushing. They weren't hungry or thirsty for love. They weren't driven by loneliness. Either they were just not interested, and because she wasn't interested and he had to work for her, then he started falling for her because she was good either way. Or she played the long game. And a lot of these women didn't put all her eggs in one basket. No, ma'am. That's the reason why dating 3 men at a time. And when I say dating, because we are severely uneducated about what dating is, which is the reason why the dating game is broken. People think dating is jumping in bed with somebody that they barely know. No, ma'am. That's not dating. I don't know what that is. That's vajayjay footsies. It's not dating. It's not. No, ma'am. Dating is an interview process. And if you date to evaluate instead of to qualify, you will put yourself in an advantaged position. You said men guilt shame you into not seeing multiple men. Exactly. Let's just go in the common sense corner for a minute, y'all. Because they're not shaming you when they want it on the first night and you just give it to them. They're not shaming you if a man drags your time out for years on end without being married. Men aren't being shamed when they have been dating according to dating like that for years. Men will play leapfrog with being in a relationship with somebody. They won't even leave the person until they find somebody else they want to leapfrog into a relationship with. They will make sure they have somebody lined up first before they leave you. But then they want to shame you because now if you have options, that will require them to bring their A game. It won't be easy anymore because you're going to have options. And when a woman has options, it ignites his testosterone. This is biochemical. He can't control it. It drives him to get competitive, especially if he really likes the woman. Only immature boys have a problem with the idea of a woman dating and considering her options. You're going out on dates. You're interviewing options for the potential position of them becoming your man. That's why you should not be having sex with these men. You should not. If you do, then that muddies the water. That's a different ball game. If you're and introducing the JJ football in the mix, you don't want to do that. First, when you have sex with a man, you're releasing oxytocin and you're releasing a biochemical cocktail that causes you to shut down your frontal lobe. And when you shut down your frontal lobe, you're not able to make rational decisions. You will do things that you would have never done if you were in your right mind. That's the first thing. Second, you will get biochemically addicted to that man, even though you don't even know if he deserves your heart. And then if you crap out, which most likely that's going to happen, and he ends up being a dog or a player or a Build-A-Bear or a hot mess, then now you can't even leave because now not only do you have this biochemical addiction to this man, you've built a soul tie to him because you've been having sex. Yes, ma'am. And because so many women don't know how to take control of their feminine power, he can control you through the soul tie. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you're doing with the soul tie. Here's a great way to understand if you're dealing with a mature man or a baby, because you don't know him. You never met him before Adam. He hasn't yet proved to you why you should consider him for a long-term relationship. And you don't owe him your exclusivity when he hasn't even given you a commitment. They have the nerve to say, I have a problem with a woman dating 3 men. Like, how dare she consider other men if I'm considering her? Hello. The last time I checked, that's like in real estate. Just because you looking at a house, you haven't even put a contract on the house, let alone bought the house. That means that because one person looked at the house and gave a lowball offer, you're just supposed to take it just because they gave an offer? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's who has the highest bid wins. And thank you. And you gotta close. If you don't bring your closing costs to the table, baby girl, you're not going to close on that house. These men want home ownership over you, and they don't even want to put insurance on the house. They don't even want a mortgage on your house. They don't want to invest no time, no money, no energy, no effort, no nothing. But then they have the nerve, the litigated audacity to get upset. Ma'am, if he wants to walk, let him walk. Matter of fact, open the door, roll out a red carpet, and throw some glitter at his back and let him go. Okay? Because he's what you call a don't wanter, and you don't want him.